Welcome to Julie's Got You Covered, the podcast where Julie Sears, founder of Integrity Health Insurance Advisors, takes the fear out of finding the right health insurance. With 7+ years of experience, she's here to make finding the perfect coverage a breeze. Stay tuned for details on how you can snag a free 30-minute consultation.
Wondering if supplemental insurance is the missing piece of your health coverage puzzle? Julie Sears shares expert tips on how to enhance your existing plan for greater peace of mind. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sophia Yvette, co-host / producer, back in the studio with Julie Sears. Julie, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So, Julie, can I purchase supplemental insurance in addition to my existing health insurance?
Yes, you can. There are a lot of great products out there that can kind of help insulate what that out of pocket would look like and maybe absorb some of that cost, and can range from a small amount of money a month to obviously higher, just depending on how robust you want that package to be. There's a lot of really good high deductible plans out there that people can get through their employers, but sometimes it just leaves them on the hook, obviously, for that entire amount. And sometimes, especially kind of living in an area where we're at in North Dallas, a lot of active kiddos, lots of sports going on all the time, and obviously just congestion in human beings that we have all around here. So having accident protection really kind of helps absorb some of that cost and can help minimize that out of pocket, and is really honestly just really affordable to get, and can come along with some other, we can bundle it along and get free teledoc features and some hospitalization. There's several different plans that we can look at to just kind of build the right fit for each specific family and what they've got going on.
And so what types of supplemental insurance are available, and how do they complement existing coverage?
I know most people don't think about it, but dental and vision are technically supplemental. So you can always add on dental and vision. Sometimes employers may not have the best option on those, or if you have been self-employed and just kind of doing your own thing, it is something that we can add on to their package. Accident coverage typically absorbs the excess medical that's going to be left behind, whether you have a high deductible or any kind of deductible that has to be met. It'll help pick up some of that cost and minimize that out of pocket. Hospitalization will pay out daily. So in the event you were hospitalized, it actually pays you cash daily to help offset what your exposure is, whether you're hitting a deductible. Obviously, you might be missing work, just kind of something to make you whole and minimize that out of pocket. So in the event that you were disabled due to an accident or some kind of illness, if you work through an employer, it's often offered through employers. But those who are self-employed or a 1099 contractor, they may not have that option. In the event that you were unable to work, it would at least replenish some of that potential income that you're losing to minimize that out of pocket as well, but also kind of replenish what you are missing in that day-to-day. And then that's pretty much it on the disability, accident, hospitalization. Those are the bigger ones. And then, of course, dental and vision they are what they are.
And so how can I determine if supplemental insurance is a good investment for my health needs?
Really, it's just a conversation to kind of see what type of budget you're working with. I don't want someone to spend the last of their, budget to try to protect on a what if that may or may not happen. So we want to make sure that we are getting the right coverage in place. As far as accident coverage, I take a look at what that out of pocket looks like for someone. If they've got the higher deductible and they're responsible for the first $10,000, well, we've got an accident plan that can cover that $10,000. But if you only have a $2,500 deductible, but you're still wanting to make sure that you've got some supplemental in place, even if it's a lower deductible, you just don't get as big of a policy. You don't need something that's covering $10,000. So therefore, it just kind of lowers that cost. And just kind of looking at that lifestyle, a lot of us are planning those spring break trips right now, heading out of town for either fun in the sun at the beach, possibly some skiing. lots of accidents happen when you're away from home and out of your normal routine. So it's just looking at what that normal routine looks like for you. And if those vacations are a part of the normal, then, some supplemental might be good to just make sure that you've got an extra layer of protection.
What about specific situations where supplemental insurance is highly recommended? I know you're kind of getting into it a little bit right now, but can you expand?
So, for example, we've got a lot of friends going skiing right now. We're going in a couple weeks. It is a little bit of a higher risk activity because you don't have as much control going down a mountain, sliding on snow. In the event that you did tweak a shoulder, hit a bump that throws you off your skis and you twist an ankle, typically you're going to be responsible for that out of that deductible. So whether that's $1,000 or $10,000, those accident plans can help absorb and minimize that deductible for you and just give you a cash payout to pay that deductible down. And you're just paying a small fee. And of course, when we are traveling, depending on what type of plan you're on, if you're on an HMO that's through the marketplace, especially if you're here in Texas, you're not skiing anywhere where you're in network because it only covers in Texas for those HMOs. So you are going to have higher exposure just being out of town. So the accident plan will help minimize what that looks like. So it just depends on what your deductibles look like. And we just take all of that into account when trying to find the best fit. I pride myself on let's find the most coverage for the minimal amount that we can to at least cover that deductible and get you some of that money back.
Love it, Julie. We'll catch you in the next episode. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
You as well.
Thanks for tuning in to Julie's Got You Covered. Ready to say goodbye to insurance stress? Head to integrityhealthinsuranceadvisors.com or call 469-348-4066. That's 469-348-4066 to book your free 30-minute consultation. With Julie, health insurance doesn't have to be scary. She's got you covered.